So we're first going to display integrity versus despair, which is one of Erickson's stages of life cycle. In this scene, there's an older person sitting in the chair, and they have just been transitioned into hospice care. The nurse comes in to check on the patient who's newly transitioned into hospice care by the medical doctor.
Hi, I'm Natalie, your hospice nurse. How are you doing with your transition into hospice care?
I feel as if I have lived a good life and a full life. I raised 4 wonderful kids, and I got to watch them grow up, get married, and watch them have kids. I had a good job for years. I was able to travel with my husband and see the world. I made a bucket list, and I was lucky enough to do all of the things on the list.
It sounds like you accomplished a lot in your life and you have a lot of good memories to look back on.
In this example, the patient is reflecting on her accomplishments throughout her life, experiencing integrity. On the opposite end of the spectrum, a person experiencing despair would have deep regret when looking back on their life. For example, if a patient never got married or had children, or if they didn't meet any goals they had set to accomplish. And that's integrity versus despair.
Intimacy versus isolation. 2 friends are discussing their plans for Valentine's Day.
I'm so excited for Valentine's Day. My boyfriend has been planning this for months. He made reservations at my favorite restaurant. He bought me flowers this morning before I went to work, and he said he's excited to give me my gift, which I think is going to be Disneyland if I act right. What about you? Do you have any plans?
Well, seeing as I am single, so for me it's Single Awareness Day. I am my own Valentine. So I'm gonna order pizza and drink a bottle of wine, maybe binge watch Netflix. But I'm definitely not going anywhere to see all of the couples to remind me that I'm single and sad.
In this situation, Angela is experiencing intimacy by going to dinner with her boyfriend, whereas Melissa is experiencing isolation by spending Valentine's Day alone and avoiding going out to see other couples to remind her that she is single on Valentine's Day.
In this scene, we have 2 friends, and they're catching up at a cafe.
So what are you gonna do now that the kids are all out of the house?
Well, I actually have been wanting to start an organization to help children who have gone through chemo radiation therapy because they have cancer, and I was hoping to boost their self-esteem. I really wanted to put together a team of makeup artists and hairstylists to come to the hospital and dress up the little girls to make them feel like princesses. And for the boys, I was hoping to put together a day where they can dress up like superheroes and forget about everything that they are going through at the hospital, even if it's just for a moment, something to brighten their day and forget about what they're going through.
In this example of Erickson's stage of life cycle, you can see the stage of generativity. Now that Natalie has spare time, she is able to contribute to society in a way she feels meaningful. Whereas self-absorption refers to the failure to find a way to contribute but these people may feel disconnected and uninvolved.
Identity versus role confusion. 2 high school seniors are discussing their plans after they graduate from high school in the coming months.
I can't wait to start college next year at USC. I know school will be hard, but I've always known I wanted to be a doctor and work in a pediatrics office because I love kids. What are your plans after high school?
I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to community college, but I don't want to take a bunch of classes I don't need, especially if I don't know what I want to get my degree in. I wish I knew what I wanted to do in my life like you.
In this situation of identity versus role confusion, Melissa knows what she wants to do in her future. And Angela is having role confusion by not knowing where she wants to be in the coming years or what she wants to do with her future. And that's identity versus role confusion.
That's all.